right side. Pass to Lambert. Out to Peltier.
From the arc.
They get it back. Good from Lambert.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up 8. And quarter 2 will get underway just after this short break.
And welcome back as we get set to start the second quarter here.
Teams will make substitutions.
Probably be losing by a lot.
Down low.
Yes, and a nice assist from Chauvet. And without a doubt, the star of this Nanterre Elite team is Benoit Lambert. He can shoot the lights out, fellas.
And we've talked about Lambert's shooting, but he has a polish to his game that you rarely see from players this young. It's a big reason why scouts are so excited to see him develop.
And for the young players like MP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy, how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. It's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
Room here for Lambert.
The shot that time not on target.
MP up top. Ahern.
Just his first attempt, and he hits the jump shot.
Making it look easy from the mid-range. How about Ahern converting for Paris?
Chauvet. And it's going to be 2 free throws, true contact on the shot.
Yeah.
It goes on Ahern.
At the line of Nanterre Elite. Chauvet, 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And the coach of this Paris FC team, Wayne Graves, who worked his way through the ranks. He would spend some time as an assistant coach in the NBA before relocating to Europe.
No doubt. Graves is an American coach, and that shows up a bit in the sets he draws up. But at the end of the day, he's proved that he knows his X's and O's.
Nanterre trailing here. Three-pointer Chauvet.
That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2.
Here's Paris. Pass to Ahern. MP.
And the 3 ball is good.
The defense has to be aware of where MP is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Marks with the ball.
No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Good on the bucket.
Good to see
Goes
Marks
away.
being active inside. He's so skilled at converting when he gets those chances.
MP right side. And stolen by Lambert. Marshall outside. Screen by Lambert.
Shot clock at 5.
Pass to Bleu.
The 3.
Harris grabs the miss.
Here's Zadirko. Jacks up a 3. Drains the three-pointer.
And this is how you move the ball. MP is solid at getting the rock to open teammates.
To the inside. Got a piece of it.
And it's out of bounds. Nanterre able to retain possession.
A nice play to get a hand to that pass and tip it out of bounds.
He was just a hair away from coming up with a steal there.
So close.
MP on the wing. Again, it's Paris.
Well, once MP gets going, it's like an avalanche. Just get out of the way, let him take over.
Peltier outside. Marks. Pass to Lambert. Good work defensively by Zadirko. Here's MP for three. And Paris, another triple.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. He's got more points from outside the arc than inside it.
Peltier, guarded by Dumont.
To the middle.
Lambert. And Lambert with the slam.
Well, at almost 7 feet tall, Lambert can certainly hammer it home, especially when he's given ideal position.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up by 16. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. MP outside. The one thing we can be sure of, that there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French League is a hotbed for talent, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
And so here's Nanterre.
It's a 16-point game.
Peltier outside.
A three-pointer, no good.
He's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
The way he's shooting the ball right now, yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind.
It's good.
Unselfish play by Avern. If your shot isn't there, you got to give it away.
And Peltier on the wing. Pass to Lambert. Peltier left side. Shoots over Dumont.
And a kind roll that time on the rim as that one falls in.
Oh, nice, great touch from Peltier.
Illich, held by Marchand. MP right side. Dumont.
5 on the clock.
And here's MP from the arc. Another three for Paris.
Well, he's scored over half their points so far. An unbelievable contribution.
Pass to Marks.
To the paint.
And Lambert with the slam.
An example of some fine interior passing before that basket.
And here's Illich. Back to MP. The shot is good on the assist by Illich.
Zero hesitation from MP. I love seeing the confidence.
Inside. And stolen by Zadierko.
Fast break Paris. Oh, and the dunk by Ahern.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him out there.
And that was not a good reaction from the defense.
Well, they look real slow.
Peltier outside. Pass to Marks.
No good from outside. And here's Zadierko.
Guarded by Lambert.
To the inside.
Here's MP. Rebound by Nanterre. And there's a foul.
That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
It's Peltier on the wing. Marchand. Monsieur defending.
6 on the shot clock.
Pass to Girard.
Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
Now here's MP.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
That one on Chauvet.
Attacking full throttle. MP challenging off the dribble. Love watching MP do work.
And Nanterre making a change here.
And so he hits both. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
And so far, we've seen MP getting the better of Lambert out there. Are you guys surprised?
Well, a lot of scouts came here to watch Lambert do his thing, but MP has been the star of the show so far. There's no denying that.
Here's Marks. And again, it's Nanterre.
I mean, it's pretty simple at this point. They cannot afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
He needs some help as well.
Here's NT for three. And it's Nanterre with the rebound. Now Chauvet.
Soft touch off the glass.
Unafraid to get into the lane and challenge that defense, Gabriel Chauvet.
Now here's MP. Pass to Ahern. MP. Back to Ahern. And another miss by Paris. Here's Peltier. Here's Cat. The basket good off the assist from Peltier.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up by 16. And coming up as soon as we return from the break, the fourth quarter gets underway.
And we welcome you back to Paris. The two teams are all set as we get this fourth quarter going. We're getting ready for Nanterre. Stolen by Elich. Pass to MP. Now Ahern. Back to MP.
Just 5 on the clock. And he converts the layup.
And when you watch him here in Europe, MP always seems to find some daylight to get his shot off.
Now Chauvet.
Great pass to set up the land.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him there, and apparently neither did the defenders.
Here's MP.
And that one good.
He came out of the locker room smoking. Great second half from him so far.
And that one misses.
Think about the journey for MP to get here. In high school, wasn't really scouted. Moved around the States. Now, he's playing serious basketball in Europe.
FC basket with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ahern.
Well, you know, offensively, Brian, they've been really special.
Yeah, you nailed it, Tim. No matter what the defense has thrown at them, they've just kept piling up the points.
And more points. His presence as a scorer has a calming effect for them. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Pass to Dumont.
Fires top of the key.
And Paris tacks on 2 more.
Now, the captain of his Paris FC group, the methodical Pierre Dumont.
And Dumont is kind of the guy who always keeps his cool on the court. Never gets rattled and does all the little things.
And it's out of bounds. Nanterre able to retain possession.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
On defense, Paris. Blue misses.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in this fourth quarter.
Outside Vasseur. Back to MP. MP on the wing.
From 17 feet out, nice touch on the bank shot.
All right, little old school stuff from MP, going with the midi.
Here's Beaumarchais. Covered by MP. Pass to Girard. Bleu.
Down low.
Beaumarchais.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
And MP gets it to go.
terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
They got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
Pass to Beaumarchais. They double him with MP. Here's Cat.
Here's Girard.
Blanchet. Blanchet pulls it in.
And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Here's Cat. Covered by MP. Some solid D there from MP.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both shots.
And that'll do it. Paris FC coming away with the win. A nice showing from the young team.
Everyone knew this Paris team, they'd be young, but I think they've turned some ahead with how far along they are in their development.
A lot to like here from Paris. You know, the debut of MP gives their fan base hope for the season.
I'll be interested in how he develops over the year, because he can clearly be an impact player for Paris, and they could be a dangerous team as the season goes on.
Well, that'll do it for now. For Brian Banapateni and Tim Swartz, this is Blake Zuniga saying thanks for watching.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Happy to be here.
How are you adjusting to the level of competition in France? It's a big step up from high school, yes?
Yeah, for sure. I'm playing against professionals now. They're physical and they know how to use that strength. They're smart as well. They just process the game much quicker. But that's what I want. I'm here to become the best player I can be. And to do that, you have to go up against the best comp. You can't find this anywhere else.
Okay, so despite the adjustment, you managed to outplay Benoit Lambert. Was that a focus for you tonight?
No, but I want to show I'm on this level. My focus is always on winning.
Yeah, my
I
focus
can do
is
both.
always going to be on winning. I've made no secret that I want to play in the NBA. So I know that Benoit is a big-time prospect here. But I'm here to work on my game, become the best player I can be, and help my team get rings.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome. Yeah, go ahead, I'm listening.
All right, now I know we're here to work on your draft stock, but I saw your post-game interview the other day, and I don't think you should talk about the NBA with the press that much.
What you mean?
Same goes for your social videos.
Wait, I'm just being honest out there. Like, I don't understand what that has to do with the management. You even said that it was okay in the contract.
No, look, I'm not worried about management. I'm worried about your teammates. They might not like a constant reminder that you see them as a stepping stone.
That's not true.
I know. But you've got a lot to gain if this team is successful. Paris doesn't have an automatic berth for the NBA championships, but playing well in that tournament would be huge for your draft stock.
No, yeah, you're right. I hear you, Austin, 100%.
Okay. Look, but other than that, you're doing an outstanding job, okay? You came here to outplay top prospects. You're doing it. Nice work.
I appreciate that, Austin.
Talk soon.
Yep. Give that snooze button a break, Boggy.
You said nothing.
Hey, Cap. I think he's finally starting to respect me.
No, you have not earned this yet.
Right. Because I'm a rookie.
If this is something you want, for Bogdan to like you, you must continue doing what you are doing. First person in the gym, and the last person out. And then maybe after a few months' time, if you are still working hard and we win games, it is possible maybe he could like you. Maybe not, but it could be.
Cap, anyone ever told you you have a way with words?
You are doing good, MP. Coach Graves says you come in like a suckling pig, but now you are like a wild boar.
That's a good thing, right?
That's good.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP, and I'm coming to you live from Strasbourg, France. I'm getting ready to play against Basket Pro, and I'm here with their top prospect, Vince Ledoux. Vince, thank you for coming on Out of Bounds. Welcome to the show.
You're welcome.
Hey, so Vince here is marked as high as late first round in next year's NBA draft. Who that boy says?
Vincent, MP. Vincent.
Right, my bad. Vincent, why don't you describe your games to my followers?
You don't watch tape?
Oh, no, I watch tape. I just wanted to hear from your own perspective.
Okay, I'm a playmaker. I run the offense.
He runs the offense, so I need to know. Any advice on maybe how to slow you down?
You don't take things very seriously, do you?
What? Vince, I thought you understood why he was here.
So I'm here to do your show.
Xander, cut the tape. Yeah, what's good, bro? Like, if you didn't want to do the show, why'd you sign up?
Thought you'd be more prepared. If this is how you get ready for games, then you will have an easy time tonight, huh?
You think you're gonna have an easy time, but you're not. Because you just made this personal, so if anything, I'm gonna have a harder time.
Okay, mate. Mon fiche.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Yo, Zan, what's up, bro? I thought you said he was chill.
He seemed cool when I had him on the phone. He probably playing with you. I can scrap the footage.
No. We'll keep it. Actually, we're gonna throw over some highlights of tonight's game. Once we beat them, make a little big joke out of it. Yeah, it'll be funny.
Yeah.
An iconic view of the medieval architecture and waterways of Strasbourg, France. We've got FPSL action coming your way. I'm Blake Zuniga with Tim Swartz and Ryan Beneficenti. We welcome you to our coverage of Paris FC versus Strasbourg here on 2K Sports.
And the name that everyone is here to watch is Vincent Ledoux. This guy is one of the top prospects in all of France. We are so excited to see what he can do out on this floor.
And Ledoux might be one of the best that France has to offer. But Paris has an American prospect with MP.
Yeah, Paris, they're so excited about the development of MP. They think he is every bit as talented as Ledoux, and tonight, they have a chance to prove it. We've seen some great playmakers out of France before, but Vincent Ledoux
where MP is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter.
As you said, Leduc, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young, to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
Hey, you're no good. And here's Strasburg. Here's the score. Good work defensively by Zadirko. And you look at the Strasburg team, they aren't title favorites by any means, but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an EVA championship, but they play so well with Ledoux running the show that I think anything is possible here.
Watch out. If Zadirko gets that jumper flowing, he's real tough to stop.
Here's Ledoux. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Oh, Maestro. He is so good at making those lead passes.
MP outside. To the paint.
Oh,
With the steal.
I shot up totally next on that.
20 feet out. And the basket is good.
Oof.
Gotta appreciate the decisiveness Ledoux showed there. He knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
Now here's MP. Pass to Elich. Back to MP. And here's Zadirko. Lesueur defending. Elich is off.
And we know the backstory with MP. I think he's used this kind of play as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
Now here's the Lesueur. Lays it up and banks it in.
Taking the ball, it's going to take more than that to stop me.
MP outside. Pass to Elich. Back to MP. Just 5 on the clock. Dumont with it. He's picked up by Leduc. And that one's good, Dumont.
Well, they trust Dumont from mid-range, and when you see that, how could you not? As a leader on this team, he'll call his own shots.
Here's Roper using his post moves to get the 2 points.
It must be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense will be there for them.
Now look at the potential they do. It's through the roof.
The way he can facilitate is rare. He's not there quite yet, but you can see him having the type of vision that LeBron, Jokic, and Chris Paul have. It's got that kind of potential.
Strasburg with the lead. Over to the left wing. Down low. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
Putting that size to work in the paint area. Roper just going for it.
MP outside. Elich. Good on the triple.
Well, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give up.
And Leduc gets double teamed. And it's slammed in by LeBron.
One thing I like about Lemieux is that he takes what's available. If the defense gives him an opportunity to dunk, he's going to take it.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to MP. Zadirko. Lesueur defending. Here's MP. Strasburg with the rebound. And the dunk by Lesueur.
Taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Fantastic.
Fantastic indeed. Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Strasburg Basket Pro ahead. They lead by 6. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of this matchup here in Strasburg. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Leon. Back to Lambert. Galini. Here's Leol. Buries it from three-point range. And for some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
Here's Charpentier. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Nailed from three-point land.
His performance from long range has been something to behold.
That's been his shot today, no doubt about it.
He's feeding it.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming up. And he knocks down the first one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And that's good as he hits both shots. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's MP. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
I mean, it's pretty simple at this point. They cannot afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
He needs some help as well.
The way this roster is constructed for Strasburg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting 5.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasburg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game ready just yet.
Both teams will make substitutions. Elich. He's guarded by Roquefort. Screen by Elich. Here's MP. And the shot no good. A bit short. Inside. It's stolen by Ahern. Pass to Zadirko. MP. The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
I love this about MP. He can stretch you out and really extend that defense.
Ledoux gets the bucket.
Well, with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets, but they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. It kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
Pass to Miller. Down in the low post, it goes.
Taking it right to the heart of that defense. Miller with a high percentage look.
Now here's Elich. Screen by MP. Tipped. And so it looks like Paris will retain possession here.
You know, he had no chance but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
And that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't knock that one out of bounds.
Good defense.
Here's Paris. Ahern outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Drops in the tray.
And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the middle. The Stewart with the steal. Pass to Ledoux. Leon. Roquefort up top. Here's Ledoux. From the arch. That one, no good. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Strasburg basket throw ahead. Running away with it. And we've got more exciting basketball action coming your way right after the break. The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasburg. And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, Europe, there's a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
Pass to Ahern. MP, defended by Miller. MP, no good. And here's Strasburg. Beyond the arc. And it's Miller with the triple.
confident stroke from Miller. Strasburg, they want him in those catch-and-shoot chances.
Here's Zadirko. Monsieur defending. And it's MP missing.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that.
Yeah, he's got to use his head. That was a terrible play.
Low probability.
Pass to Roper. Outside Leduc. And the three off target.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting him get that open.
Yeah, they got to tighten it up.
And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French league, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his foot use right and has the look of a pro player now. But powerful pursuit. Keep a little statement there.
Pass to Ahern. Back to MP. Shoots a three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ahern.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Again, Strasburg converted.
Well, with how shifty he is with the ball, it can be pretty easy for defenders to get lost guarding Leduc.
Now MP. 13 points in this game. Watches it. A rebound by Roper. And they've been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
Here's Leduc. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Excellent job executing in close. Leduc very crafty around the rim.
And good on the second, so he makes both. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Ahern. Back to MP. And he drops in the layup off glass.
What intensity from MP in the paint. Not allowing the contact to hold him back.
They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. Leduc misses. To the inside. Deflected. Here's Zadirko. It's rebounded by Strasburg. Here's Roper. Right side, Leduc. And it's going to be 2 free throws. On the shot. It's going to be on Zadirko.
Yeah, you can't say enough about what Vincent Leduc does on the floor. He's got an innate ability to find ways to score and also get his teammates good looks.
Now here's MP. He's covered by Leduc. MP, no good. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Carpentier. Again, the miss by Strasburg basket pro. MP outside. And he's good on the three ball.
I don't care how far from the bucket he is, you have to have a man on him. He's just too good from long range.
And Leduc gets double teamed. Carpentier. And that one's good. They own.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Fortier outside. Monsieur with the screen. And here's MP from the arc. And Paris, another triple.
The answer three from MP. Listen, he never backs down. MP is a guy who's had to earn everything.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Lets the three fly. Buries the long-range jumper. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Strasburg Basket Pro ahead. Now tipping off this full quarter action between Paris FC back. So Strasburg now. Pass to Leon. Fabre. Here's Leon. Covered by MP. Here's Fabre. Shaka, two right there. Here's Paris. MP outside. And Paris, another triple.
Just a huge scoring night for MP. Every time he has a game like this, MP gets that much closer to his dream of making it to the NBA.
Absolutely. Out to the right wing. On there from outside. Knocks down the three ball.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got an unusual skill set for a big man.
Here's MP for three. And Paris, another triple.
Yeah, that kind of D, it's just not going to cut it, guys. They've got to get a hand in his face.
Here's Leon. Pass to Fabre. Over Ahern. Here's Leon. Here's Bellini. Defended by Illich. 5 to shoot. Here's Leon. And another three for Strasburg.
They've been able to depend on his offense all game, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the game, just keep feeding him the rock.
You know, he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He needs to keep on working for those good looks.
Here's Leon, covered by MP. And stolen by MP. 2 on none, no one back to stop it. Here's Illich. That falls. Nice speed that time from MP.
Such a selfless play. MP really enjoys dropping dimes like that.
Here's Leon. Pass to Bellini. And stolen by MP.
Just an energetic, active defensive play there, guys. Excellent steals.
And Paris going with a different look here. Monsieur with the screen. And MP gets it to go. Here's Leon. Pass to Charpentier. Leon, covered by MP. Here's Charpentier. Shot clock at 5. Out to the wing. Lets it go from deep. That shot by Leon, no good. And it's Paris with the ball. Down by 15. MP, it's good. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, with the game out of reach, intentional fouls don't mean anything. Just an exercise in futility. Let the clock go.
I agree with you. It just doesn't make any sense to do it at this point. And come on, we both want to go home.
Goes up on the stripe. It's rebounded by Strasburg. As the clock reaches 0, it's going to be Strasburg basketball getting the win. Well done. Paris FC basket to start out.
Well, you know, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Ledoux might be the best of them when he's finishing his career.
And here's Strasburg. So Lemuel. Elitch the block.
This is why these guys love the veteran Elitch. He gives everything he's got, every possession.
Here's Denby for three.
Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
As you said, Ledoux, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
Now here's Dumal.
And yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
The kick out to Ledoux. And Ledoux gets double teamed.
Down low.
Here's Lemuel.
That one's in. His first basket of the game. He is 1 for 2.
And we know the backstory with MP. I think he's used his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
And MP gets it to go.
Well, you have to love the confidence on display from MP. He knows how dangerous he can be off the catch.
And Ledoux gets double teamed. For three.
And the 3 ball is good.
Don't take your eyes off him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor.
MP outside. Pass to Elitch. Now here's Dumal. MP.
And here's Zadirko. Just 5 to shoot. And he can't answer back the 3-pointer offline.
And when you look around the NBA, it's not hard to find a French player who got their start in this league.
And I think that is in part probably because of the way that France has developed their basketball program. But it also speaks volumes for the way this league can prepare players to make that jump over to the NBA.
And there's a foul called on MP.
That is his first foul of the game.
Outside Ledoux.
Shot clock at 6. And that misses. That would have put them up.
It's Paris leading. Outside Elitch. Screen by MP. Pass to Elitch. That falls. Nice feed that time from MP.
Hard to defend the shot of Elitch. I mean, this is a tall guy, especially for his position.
To the paint. Here's Miller.
And Miller finishing it off.
I look at the potential they do. It's through the roof.
The way he can facilitate is rare. He's not there quite yet, but you could see him having the type of vision that LeBron, Jokic, and Chris Paul have. It's got that kind of potential.
Now here's Miller.
5 points in the game.
Ledoux can't hit. And here's Paris.
It's a 5-point game.
Here's MP. Miller pulls it in.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in.
So it's a close game as we wrap up the first half.
Damn it.
Paris FC basket ahead. Up 1.
And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasbourg. And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, Europe, there's a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
Outside Vasseur.
He gets it in there.
So the defense has to bring more effort against Vasseur down there, or else he's going to just punch him inside.
outside. Zadirko up top.
This fucking guy.